Welcome back. This is day 246 of the series 365 Days of Wellness. Our bodies can take sunlight and make vitamin D, yet about 50% of the population has a vitamin D insufficiency, and about 35% of adults in the US have a vitamin D deficiency. How is that, since we can get our vitamin D from exposure to sun? Sunlight is greatly influenced by the season, time of day, latitude, altitude, air pollution, skin pigmentation, sunscreen use, and aging. See, when your skin is exposed to sunlight, it manufactures vitamin D. It is the sun's UVB rays that interact with a protein in your skin to convert those UV rays into the active form of vitamin D. In the spring and summer, about 25% of the body is exposed to the sun, and about 10 minutes of sun exposure at noon during these seasons should be sufficient. In the winter, only 10% of the body is exposed to sunlight, not to mention the Earth's tilt makes the sunlight less direct. So about 2 hours of exposure to the sun at noon is needed to produce enough vitamin D. If you live in high altitudes, the sun's rays have to travel less to get to you, so you have more exposure to UV rays than those who live at sea level. Air pollution and cloudy conditions also filter out the sun's rays, therefore decreasing the amount of UV rays that you are exposed to. Skin pigmentation also reduces the ability of the skin to make vitamin D in response to sunlight. The more melanin or pigmentation in the skin, the more it blocks UV rays. Aging also significantly decreases the ability of the skin to produce vitamin D in response to sunlight exposure. Of course, sunscreen blocks UV rays, so it in turn blocks vitamin D production. If you are sitting by a window thinking that you're getting vitamin D from sunlight that way, think again. Windows block or filter UV rays, so in a sense it is similar to wearing sunscreen. Okay, so how much sun exposure do you need and how often? The answer is between 5 to 30 minutes of direct exposure to unprotected arms, face, legs, or back between the hours of 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. 3 times per week should be enough for your body to produce all of the vitamin D that it needs. Latitudes above 37 degrees north need more exposure between November through March. That being said, you should still take precautions with your skin, especially during the summer, at high altitudes, and with very fair skin. Finding a healthy balance is the key. One last thing. The jury is still out about whether or not you should shower immediately after sun exposure. Some studies suggest that the body is still creating vitamin D on the surface of the skin, so showering would wash off the protein that turns the sunlight into vitamin D. Other studies suggest that this process happens deep in the cells and showering has no effect. Who knows? Just try to wait as long as possible to shower after your sun exposure. Check back tomorrow for more health and wellness tips. Click that like, subscribe to the channel.